viewpoints expressed on The Edge are not necessarily those of this radio station, its staff, management, or other sponsors. It's time for the Edge Radio broadcast as we discover the truth together. Within the continental U.S., call toll-free 1-800-996-9638. Or locally here in Indiana, 359-5593. That's toll-free 1-800-996-9638. Or locally at 359-5593. You can find out more about our guests and topics by logging on to The Edge's website, theedgeam.com. That's theedgeam.com.
Thursdays on The Edge.
Everybody knew that it could happen. The likelihood was clear, the future was coming. Now it's here. They had to fix the levees, 'cause otherwise they'd break. On one side was the city, above it was the lake. It was in the daily papers, in bold letters was the writ. What would happen when the big one hit? But every year they cut the funding just a little more, so they could give it to the army to fight their oil war. In National Geographic and the Times-Picayune, they forecast the apocalypse, said it was coming soon. Preparations must be made, they said, now is the time. It was years ago they shouted, inaction was a crime. They said the dikes must be improved and the wetlands must be saved. But Washington decided instead they should be paved, 'cause malls were more important than people's lives. So put some gold dust in your eyes and hope no storm arrives. New Orleans, New Orleans, New Orleans. Years and years of warning, no evacuation plan, it was just if the waters rose. Get out if you can. There were no buses, no one chartered any trains. There was no plan to rescue all of those who would remain. All the people with no money, all the people with no wheels, all of those who couldn't hotwire one that they could steal. Thousands and thousands of people abandoned by the state, abandoned by their country, just left to meet their fate. New Orleans, New Orleans, New Orleans. And the people died. Then they died some more. They drowned inside their attics. An army of the poor, an army of the destitute who couldn't get away. And the world will remember those sad and awful days when people shouted from their houses, dying on their roofs. When people came to find them, they were turned back by the troops. They died there with no water, they died there in the heat. They were shot down by the soldiers for trying to find some food to eat. New Orleans, New Orleans, New Orleans. Now the city is in ruins, a massive toxic sea scattered through the nation. 500,000 refugees, here we are, in the richest country on the earth, where the color of your skin determines what your life is worth, where oil is the king, where global warming is ignored, where the very end of life is the place we're heading towards, where it's more than just a metaphor, the flooding of the dike. And if we don't stop this madness, the whole world will be like New Orleans, New Orleans, New Orleans, New Orleans, New Orleans, New Orleans.
Hello, my name is Andy Radford and welcome to another Thursday show from the Edge's UK studio. On the show this week, Edge correspondent Gina Romano continues her brilliant expose on organised gang stalking and electronic warfare across the United States of America. Gina interviews another guest. Also on the show, Edge correspondent Frank Lordi has submitted a thought-provoking audio concerning the tarot card, the Tower, and 9/11. It is very interesting and it's worth staying tuned just for that. We also hear from Edge correspondent Mike Eastwood, who has submitted another poignant news report. Don't forget the Thursday show is the show for the listener, and if you want to become involved with this, just go to the Edge's website at www.theedgeam.com and scroll down the page to the Thursday show links page, and you will see the link Play Your Audio. Here you can submit written copy, music, audio presentations, or a prose, and we will play that for you on the Edge radio broadcast. The Edge Thursday show is streaming through the new Edge TV player. This means that during the course of this show I can play you video. And I have a couple of interesting videos coming up later on in the show. The Edge audio archive, the MP3 file, will still be posted to the homepage and the Thursday page tomorrow. I'll also post the video link so you'll be able to see the video archive and watch the videos I am going to show you later. Don't forget to explore the Edge AM's state-of-the-art website. We have plenty for you to do, including a forum. We have screensavers, free screensavers you can download. You can even add to the new Edgepedia. As you know, we are trying to create a vast database on the subject matter the Edge radio broadcast covers. This includes the unexplained, the paranormal, religion, politics, pollution and health. The list goes on and on and on. You can add your own comments, add to the depth of our Edgepedia's database. If the idea of being a voluntary Edge correspondent does anything to you, I'm going to play the advert for this in the break, which is coming up now, so don't go away because I'm going to be right back.
Thursdays on the Edge.
Do you feel like I do? Are you getting a feeling the Edge radio broadcast is growing? Well, if so, you're right. The Edge program has been hitting the bullseye of what people are interested in. Do you feel like I do? We're now broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week from the new EBN, the Edge Broadcasting Network. We've added a web store. We're making a difference in the search for truth, and we're sharing our success with you. Do you feel like I do? From around the world, people are listening. They're sending in their stories and comments. They're making guest suggestions. They're telling their friends about the show. Do you feel like I do? Listen every Saturday night, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and feel like I do, right here on this station.
The Edge radio broadcast is looking for voluntary international correspondents and interviewers. Are you able to talk to someone objectively? Can you set aside your beliefs and allow others to express theirs? Can you ask searching questions whilst remaining impartial? Would you like to be in the forefront of the exploration into the unexplained, politics, religion, environment and health? Do you want to be part of the Edge broadcast search for truth? Most importantly, can you smile and remain friendly even if your belief system comes into question? If you have answered yes to the above, we would like to hear from you. Previous journalistic or broadcast experience is not required, but a deep interest